Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Sinful Sunday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And last and foremost, check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I'm watching, a link for where you can see a trailer for this one, and a link for where you can watch this one for free. Alright guys, now that I got all that said, mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a fan film. It is a German production, but don't worry, it is all done in English. It is none other than Friday the 13th, Origin of Evil. Yes, this is a fun little fan film. It only runs at about 15 minutes. It is made back in 2022, and it stars Shana Wiens and Francisco Tesauro, who wrote, directed, acted, and I think he edited as well, if I saw that correctly. If not, I'm sorry for the mistake. But either way, Francisco did a lot for this project. Now, what exactly is this movie about? Well, it picks up between I believe it's 1 and 2. It's where Jason Voorhees gets the burlap sack mask. It explains how he got that. Basically, what it was is this couple are out in the woods, and the girlfriend or wife, whatever she is, I'm not sure, is building a fire. The husband or boyfriend, whatever he is, he decides he's going to come up and try to scare her wearing this burlap sack mask and with a knife, and try to be all frightening. She quickly realizes it's not. It's him, and he's just goofing around. Sorry, guys, camera adjustment there. I accidentally bumped it off the edge. But anyways, I'm still cricket. There we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. But anyways, Jason without a mask eventually shows up. He takes the burlap sack and he kills the woman, and then eventually the man, in brutal fashion, which I absolutely loved. This movie does not shy away from the red stuff when it happens to be time for that. I feel like it does a good job with the gore. It's not over the top by any means, but it's enough to get it by, in my opinion. But now another girl has come along. She is on a innocent little bike ride. She decides she's going to go ride her bike into Camp Crystal Lake territory, and while she's there, she comes across none other than Jason Voorhees, and he is after her. She is able to thwart him off a few times. Eventually it breaks down to the fact that she has to kill him if that is possible. So there's that full sequence that is very much fun. It's a cool little throwdown at the end. I'm excited to do part 2 and part 3. I was originally going to do all 3 in one video, but after watching the first one, I said no, I'm going to do one for each film, because I think that they deserve the attention separately, just because there's so much more that goes into each film, and you get better as you go. So it's really nice to see a good fan film. I am a fan of fan films. Some of them are really good, and then there's some stinkers out there. But I'm not going to name names or point fingers. But I'm just going to say that some of them get a little overdone. Jason is one that gets a lot of fan films, and so does Michael Myers, I've noticed. Both of them, too, have a lot of fan films. Okay, now on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is the audio. The audio is fine. It's clear and clean. There's no moments where I had to rewind it back to understand what a character is saying. There's no outside interference, static, or any kind of muffling from the voices. It all sounds very professionally done. So I'm really, really impressed with this one. They did shoot it in 4K, so there's that also to add to the repertoire of this film. So I'm going to give it an A on the dialogue part, audio. Second is dialogue. Dialogue was, there's not a lot of it. It's mostly towards the beginning. That couple that were kind of bickering to get firewood. It's mostly them just kind of like bickering back and forth, you know. He's trying to have fun, she's serious, one of those kind of ordeals. But it's interesting how that develops out of Friday the 13th film. So on the dialogue, I'm going to give it a B because there's just so little of it. It works for what it is. It sounds like something that would be said in a Friday the 13th film. So I think they did a good job kind of making a film that exists in 1980. I think they did a good job with that. You know, I mean, that's 44 years ago. That's brilliant in my opinion. The only way you would know that is if you were around in those times. Alright, so I'm going to give it, like I said, a B in that one. Third and final thing is editing. The editing is done pretty smooth in here. I never notice any real like flaws due to any like continuity errors or any kind of pacing issues. It really keeps a nice pace. For 15 minutes, you get a lot for your time. Go ahead and watch all three of them if you want, and wait for my reviews on those. I'll either be doing it next week or the week after. It just depends on how my schedule is looking. I have a lot of stuff to review, and quite a few of them are actually short films this month. So it's going to be kind of interesting to do a lot of short film reviews. But now on to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give this thing a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was above average. It is really fun. I highly recommend it to my fans of not only Friday the 13th, but fans of slasher films. I think you'll get a nice kick out of this. Alright guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.